Can McCaffrey do it again? I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the bootleg. Ramsey. Complete. He finds Braid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ramsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Ramsey. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, Ramsey. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On third down, Ramsey going to throw deep for the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Maher able to put this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Coming this way. Coming down.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Check 24. Check 24.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base. Right there. 54 Mike. On the ball. Switch. Ready.
Off play action. Ramsey. And Brate, the tight end's got it. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm going back to you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey, he'll get this to Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing on first down. Ramsey under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nazir Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake. Ramsey. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Ramsey is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shoot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 8 catches, 99 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Howard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On first down, Ramsey, and his throw here's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Six 0 our score after 1. Back to throw. Ramsey, open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Single, single on the slot,
To throw on 2nd down, Ramsey, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ramsey. That's caught by Howard.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Right there. 54, right there, 54.
To throw on 3rd down, Ramsey. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ramsey on the screen. This is Eckler. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Baby, that's baby side.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Ramsey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run with Howard, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Ramsey, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to...
Let's go. Ready up. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Throwing on first down. Ramsey. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we come upon, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Allen. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right at
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ramsey. And that will be incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Gets it to Gordon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. On 1st down, Ramsey. He completes it to Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ramsey able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
They'll run it again with Smith, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And oh, he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Ramsey throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Panthers on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Ramsey, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Ramsey. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Ito Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Ramsey to Gordon out left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
False start. Offense.
Well, that's Garrett Bowles, the former first-round pick, the guilty party. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Throwing on first down. Ramsey, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give to Smith out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ramsey finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Allen going to throw. Open man there is Malone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Important extra point up and through. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready, break. Yeah, baby, yeah. Get it.
On 3rd down, Ramsey. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. 60 yards. Mike, 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want us to go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
On the ready.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23.
Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,